Yo, it's Trent. Hope everyone's having a good day, good week so far. Love Fridays, and we got Bears re-sign Jaylon Johnson and free agency rumors. So, a couple things to cover first. First of all, right away, Jaylon Johnson's contract, 4 years, $76 million. We save a little bit of money this year, and then we're paying him almost the franchise tag value. So say what you want. Maybe we overpaid, but when we gave away guys like Khalil Mack, Roquan Smith, big named players that we were already paying a lot of money for, it's nice to finally lock someone down. Then you look at our free agent signings from last year on the defensive side. TJ Edwards, Montez Sweat. I know Ngakoue's not staying, but those two guys, Sweat, and who's the first one I said? TJ Edwards. Oh, and Tremaine Edmonds. All these guys that we signed last year are here for another 3 years, right? Then you look at the rookie corners and the young safety, all those guys. Kyler Gordon. We just signed Jaylon Johnson, Tariq Stevenson, Terrell Smith, Jaquan Brisker, all beasts, right? They can fill in and they'll be here the next 3-4 years, guaranteed. So, defense getting there on the stacked. Free agency, all we need to do is cover the D line, right? We have two now they'll be 1 year D tackles who are good, but maybe they need a little more time to get to not elite, but all-star play in every game level. So maybe we sign, anybody on the defensive tackle, defensive line side. I've seen a lot of names. Wilkins would be so great. I saw he's doing a camp with Fields, so who knows? Maybe he's thinking about coming here because Fields wouldn't go to the Dolphins, right? But let's talk about the offense because that's the real important side for the Bears, what they really need to get going. First of all, what they do with Fields is huge. We have no idea what to expect. It's kind of leaning towards the Caleb side, but then you look, everyone that's actually in the NFL coaching or a player is saying keep Fields. So Poles has to be seeing that. So who really knows what to do about that? But let's talk about the pieces they need to fill. Offensive line, they just got Ryan Bates, so they don't really need another center. But if Bates can play any position like they said he could on the offensive line, maybe we get Lloyd Cushenberry, maybe we get, just any offensive lineman. Resign James Daniels. I know we drafted him a while ago, like 2014, 2015. Maybe we take him back. So, get another offensive lineman. I do think they'll draft somebody for the offensive line position, but free agency wouldn't hurt too bad. You look at receivers, Calvin Ridley would be a nice addition with DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, maybe Odunze. I don't know who they'll draft. I know they're going to get a receiver, though. So to pick up another receiver, also, we need a backup, whether it's Caleb Williams or Fields in there. We need a backup to that guy, right? So maybe they pick up like Russell Wilson, Baker Mayfield, but I doubt they would pick up one of those guys because there's a lot of teams that need starters, but also there's a lot of quarterbacks in the draft and free agency. One of them is going to be left stranded, So to get someone for a backup role might be nice, especially if Caleb or Fields doesn't perform right away. Even Jacoby Brissett, right? He was a starter for like a year and a half, 2 years, so you bring him in to play backup like he has for a long time. That could help. I've also seen things about the Bears and Josh Jacobs, right? Mutual interest there. I'm fine with that. Any of those running backs would be absolutely great to have. But also, they usually get injured like once a year. You know what I mean? So it's like we already have two solid running backs. They're going to get rid of Dante Foreman, the Bears are. But you have Khalil Herbert and Roschon Johnson, two beasts running the ball. I think Roschon Johnson could take it over all by himself, right? But then you stack Josh Jacobs on top, or literally any of those guys. Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard, fucking Austin Eckler, literally anybody that you put with those two, it's going to look great. The Foreman had over 102 or 300 yards game just because he didn't have to take all the work, and when he got the ball, he was fully energized. So to have another guy in there would be just brutal, right? But the thing for the Bears is the offensive defensive line. That's what they really need to fix because the receivers, we don't know what they'll do with Mooney. Most likely they're not going to re-sign him. So that leaves who? Okay, Tyler Scott, he was a rookie last year. He'll play. DJ Moore. Those are two guys we really need to step it up there. I know there's other receivers that I'm just not thinking of that definitely played a part. Cole Kmet's a nice addition too, but maybe we pick up, a receiver in free agency and draft one, or we go a whole different route. We draft Marvin Harrison Jr. and Odunze. Think about them together. Or maybe we take a receiver later on in the draft, and take someone in free agency. But either way, I think we have to get Marvin Harrison, and then we can kind of do whatever we want. But imagine if we take both guys that had great dads, like Marvin Harrison Jr., and then like in the third or fourth round, we take Brendan Rice. Like, that would be badass, dude. Think about them together, and think about, instead of Taylor Swift at the Bears game for the first time ever, this year it'll be like we got Marvin Harrison Jr. and Jerry Rice in the building. Like, wouldn't that be sick? Like, that would feel amazing. That'd be a lot better than watching the Chiefs beat us like 50-0 and them showing Taylor Swift for the first time. Like, that was such a bad feeling. Like, we need to win. Okay, but also we could pick up a tight end. I know Hunter Henry's coming out. The Patriots dude that just got signed to Atlanta, whoever it was, you know who I'm talking about. Like, there are so many guys the Bears could go out there and sign. Like, there's so many guys I'm not even thinking of. But the biggest dude that I've been, like, that would really be nice, and I can't pronounce his name all the way. I think it's Matabuke, maybe. The Ravens D-end. He, I think, would be the final piece for the Bears. Because you already have Montez Sweat and those 2 D tackles who are coming up. Right, you put a third, like, and final piece together on that defensive line on the right end side where Ngakwe was supposed to play, and he was doing okay before his injury, but he wasn't doing what they said he would, 10 sacks a year or whatever. So if they get a guy in there that can, compete with Montez Sweat on both sides, that's just gonna be dirty, dude. That's gonna be just deadly. And also, final thing, well, not final thing, but another piece that we do need that I didn't talk about is defensive. I said how we have all those young guys. We just got rid of Eddie Jackson, 30 years old, saved us a lot of cap space, but he was good before. We need another free safety, but everybody released their safeties, right? Like, you look at Seattle, who released both their safeties. You look at the Giants. You look at the Chargers. Literally anybody. It seems like every team released their safeties, so I'm not worried about that. We could pick up Geno Stone, Simmons. We could pick up, who's the Bills dude? Why am I not thinking of him? Is it Micah Hyde? Maybe. I don't know if that's who I'm thinking of, but the Bills, like, everybody released their safeties, dude. We can just pick a guy up. We can literally just be like, we'll take him, We can let all the other teams pick their players first, then take our safety. We'd still have someone good, so I'm not worried about that, but they do need to get another safety, and I would say just pick one up in free agency because we know they can all play. Why take a risk on someone we don't know, right? But, I think it'll be good. Just there's some key pieces that need to be done. Like, the offensive line needs to be done. We need to get another receiver. That has to be done. We need a safety. That has to be done. We need a running back. So, I mean, we don't need one, but we need a third running back. So, that's 5 things that need to happen at least. Then, like I said a second ago, we only have 1 tight end. So, of course, we need to add tight ends. Good or bad, we just need to fill guys in there. But the more weapons, the better. And like I said, what they do with Fields is going to be huge because they can get another good draft pick for him, like draft a guy that I'm not even thinking about because we don't have that pick. They could have another trade package and keep Fields and gain like 3 second-rounders and a first-rounder next year. We don't know what's going to happen, right? So, but one thing that Poles said, the GM for the Bears, right? He said to do right by Justin, they would, let us know what's going on by the time free agency starts. Free agency starts this upcoming Wednesday, right? So, like, 5 days away. So, if there's going to be Fields news, most likely it's going to be in the next 5 days, or it's going to be a last-second trade, or he's staying with the Bears. Now, I think if he doesn't get traded in the next 5 days, there's a bigger chance he stays with us. That's what I hope for. I don't want to buy a new jersey. I want to keep this one, I love Fields. A lot of this team does. But you can see where, we're just missing a few pieces, and if we put those together, we may actually win some games. But it's hard to say that because last year, I was so hyped up about him. So was a lot of fans, right? We were talking shit all offseason. We're going to win the Super Bowl. We're going to make the playoffs. Fields is going to be the first 4,000-yard passer. And then we started out like 0-3 and 0-4, So I don't want a repeat of that. I'm trying not to get too hyped up about it. I don't want to be like a Cowboys fan over here. But, it does look like we're starting to go in the right direction. A lot of these players, 2-3 years ago, you look at the Bears, none of their players were posting things like, yeah, we're going to be built next year, we're going to be ready. You look at it this year, every player is hyped up, dude. Or maybe not every guy, but 90% of these Bears guys, They love each other. They're hyped up. So I have a good feeling about this year. I just think we really need to kill this free agency and this draft this year, because we did the best we could last year. We got DJ Moore, but it felt like, it didn't work out last year. We have the same opportunity. Maybe they get Caleb, maybe they don't, but we need to do something different, but also make it all mend together and work, right? From the guys last year to the guys this year. We just need to win, and I think we can. One worry I have, though, is Eberflus, right? They definitely should have fired Getsy, which they did, and I feel bad for the Raiders because they're going to see how bad Getsy is with those play calls, But Eberflus was part of the problem. He played that soft zone defense, that soft coverage, where he lets them get 5-10 yards. We had 3 games we should have won. We went 7-10, right? We should have been 10-7. We had 3 games within the last 2 minutes that we were up by like 1 or 2 touchdowns that we should have won. So the fact we didn't win those games doesn't really make you want that coach, Like, I don't want the guy that made us lose 3 games, but maybe he's better this upcoming year, but I don't know. So if we end up doing bad, I'm just going to blame the coach, okay? But most importantly, we'll see what they do with Fields, and hopefully they sign a couple big-name guys on both sides and then draft good again. They've been drafting well the past few years, so thanks for watching. That's everything for the Bears news and rumors today, so thank you. If any news drops, maybe I'll make a quick video. We have a whole day ahead of us, so we'll see. But thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day, good night, wherever you are. And if you ever need anything, my Instagram's in my YouTube bio. You can hit me up, text me, whatever. I'll answer. You're not alone, right? But thanks for watching. Please sub and share, and peace out.